I got the offer today. Another city, bigger future.
That's amazing. I'm really happy for you.
I'm going to miss you, Maya.
Then don't go. Stay with me. Choose me, please.
I'm sorry, love. My decision is final.
This is so much fun!
I love dancing with you.
I love you.
I love you too.
No, good job.
Silence draws us closer still.
It is now easy to create clean 3D animated videos with the new Kling 3.0 inside Keoo AI, but unless you master these three things, you will not get it right: the prompt structure, the scene and character consistency, and the scene transition. With these three things, you'll be able to create 3D animated videos like a pro. And in this video, I'll show you step by step how to do it the right way. My name is Charles. Let's dive into it. Once we're inside Keoo AI, we click Idea Lab. I'm going to leave the link to Keoo AI in the description of this video. So down here, we click Video Generation, and then we're going to change this model from View 3 to Kling 3. We're going to select V3 Standard, and then we ensure that we set the time to 10 seconds, set the aspect ratio, and then leave multi-shot off. We are not going to use multi-shot for now. Next, we enter the prompt. So let's look at the prompt structure. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. They don't provide enough context in their prompting, which is why they get generic, off-target, or straight-up useless outputs. AI isn't magic. It doesn't read your mind. It reads your instructions. Now, here's the structure for image, and here's the structure for video. And once you understand that, everything clicks. Now, here's the real way to structure your image prompt. For example, I'm going to say a 3D cartoon animated cinematic medium shot of three friends sitting at a small outdoor cafe table in the evening. Use bright cinematic lighting, clean stylized textures, expressive cartoon facial features, and a high resolution 3D animated render with a casual urban background. The shot is taken by Arri Alexa camera and Arri signature prime lens. Now, if you look at this prompt, you can see that here we have the image style, which is 3D cartoon animated and then cinematic, right? And then we have the shot type, which is medium shots. Here we have the character description, which is three friends, though this is not defined in detail. In your own prompt, you should describe it in detail. And then the scene, sitting at a small outdoor cafe table in the evening. And down here you can see that we added the camera aspects, which is Arri Alexa camera and Arri signature prime lens. This gives the image an overall cinematic look. The image style, shot type, character description, scene description, and camera specs are key instructions that must be in your prompt to get the best result. So I'm going to enter this prompt. Since we are generating an image first, we'll click image generation, paste the prompt here, select Nano Banana, and then change the aspect ratio to the desired one and ensure to select 2K. 2K gives, very good quality, but you can set it as 4K, but I'm going to use 2K. And then we hit generate. And then we have this image here that we can use to create animated videos. But this alone will not give you consistency and smooth transition into the next scene. I found an easy way that ensures consistency every time you generate. Now, before I show you that, here's a trick that I use to save credits when generating images. What you're going to do, I'm going to download this image, upload the same image, and then enter this prompt. I'm going to leave the prompts I use in this video in my Telegram channel. The link to my Telegram channel is in the description of this video. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, you're missing out. So subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Now here's what makes this prompt unique. Instead of trying to generate 9 different images, which will take more time and more credit, we are going to generate a 3x3 grid, which will give us different options, variations of shots that we can easily extract and use. Now right here, we can just enter our story idea, what we want to happen in that scene, and then the prompt will do its thing. It's going to generate a 3x3 image, 9 images in one image. You can see the prompt here. It's very long prompt, which, like I said, I'm going to leave it for you to copy. And then we are going to hit generate. So now we have creative angles that we can easily extract and use. You can generate 2 or 3 variations of this, different shots, different framing, all for the same scene. That means you have options, you have control, and using multiple shots in one scene is a proven way to make your video more engaging. It keeps the viewer's eye moving. It feels cinematic, not static. So I can download this and upload it back here and then enter this prompt, extract shot MCU. And here you can see this is shot MCU here, which we are going to extract. Click generate. And boom, we've extracted shot MCU out of the grid. The next under prompt structure is video prompt. For example, I want to create a video for this shot. I already have the image uploaded, so I'm going to enter this prompt. You can see from this prompt here that we started with the dialogue and then we went into the character identification. A lot of people don't do this. They don't enter character identification in their prompt when generating a video where they have multiple characters. This is very good. You identify the character to ensure that the AI knows who you're talking about. So you can see here, Maya is seated in the middle, Jay is seated at the right. I want the AI to know exactly who is who. And then after the character identification, I enter the action. So for this particular prompt, I didn't enter the action because I didn't have any specific action in mind. And then here I stated the camera movement. The camera performs a motion orbit around, then it stops at 135-degree angle to the left, showing a rear left perspective, keeping the scene and the characters consistent and all that. And then after that, you could just add other things that would help with consistency, which I've done here in the prompt. So ideally, when using an image to create a video, the prompt should have dialogue, character identification, the action, and the camera movement. So we select video generation and then we ensure that we have Kling 3.0 selected. You can see the image is uploaded. What I'm going to do is click generate and boom, we have this.
I got the offer today. Another city, bigger future.
That's amazing. I'm really happy for you.
Adding camera movement to your shot makes your video interesting to watch and it gives that cinematic vibe. The best way to structure this in your prompt is by adding it next to an action or where you want the camera movement to start. For example, in this video prompt, you can see I added it here because I wanted it to happen as the characters we are speaking. There are different camera movements you can use: zoom in, zoom out, pan left or right, dolly in or out. Just choose the one that works best for the shot. The next thing that makes your video stand out is scene and character consistency. To get scene consistency, generate the scene alone without the main characters and use them anytime you want to generate, just like I have this image here. And then for character consistency, to ensure you maintain 100% consistent characters all through your video, first generate the image of the scene with the character performing or about to perform the action, and then use it to create the video. For example, I uploaded the image of Maya lying down here and then I used it to generate this image of her crying, and then use this image of her crying to generate this video here where she's actually crying. This works anytime you want character consistency. In this other scene, you can see I uploaded 3 reference images, which is image of Maya, the black guy, and the white guy. I did this because I wanted to define each character in the scene. I wanted the image to be certain. I had a character in mind which I want to keep consistent throughout the video, the movie, the story. So I had that already, and then I used it to generate the scene. You can also control how you want the video to end. Here in this video, I uploaded the first frame and the last frame. The first frame is a mid shot. I wanted it to end with a close-up shot, so I uploaded an image of her, a close-up shot image.
Then don't go. Stay with me. Choose me, please.
Let's say in a scenario where the video doesn't end with the last frame you uploaded and the video looks good. You can just go to this website called frameextractor.com and upload your video here. Then select close to the end of the video, come down here, set the number of frames to extract, and then extract. What it's going to do is going to extract the frames from 9 seconds to 10 seconds of the video. So you're just going to get the last frame of the video. So this is the last frame. I can just download this and then use it as my starting frame for the next video or scene. This works every time for consistency and continuity. The next thing that makes your video look cinematic is the transition from one scene to another. For example, in this prompt I said, without dialogue, the camera rapidly zooms forward at high speed directly into Maya's eyes. Her shocked eyes fill the entire frame, no cuts. From her pupils in her eyes, the camera zooms back out slowly from her eyes, now close, revealing the second scene, Maya lying on her back on the bed, blah, blah, blah. So you can see I didn't write this myself anyway, it's from ChatGPT. This is how I use scene transition. This allows for smooth transition into the next shot or scene. You don't have to use this all the time, but using it in certain scenarios would help make your video engaging. As you can see here, these are other generations I made for the video I played at the beginning of this video. Generated images, videos, everything. I did it inside this one chat here. And in fact, if I click on this part here, so I can view it in gallery mode, so you can switch between gallery or list. You can see all the assets I used for that video just in the one chat here. You can see the image, the videos, and everything. It looks good. Now, creating different shots, different camera variations, transitions, movement would help make your video engaging, and it would give it that feel and that vibe that allows the viewer to keep watching your videos. So you can see the assets I used to create the video here. You can see the videos, the images, and it wasn't that much because I used exact method that I showed you here. I didn't have to be retrying and trying. I already had everything planned out, had the goal in mind, understood the scene and the transition, the camera movement I wanted. I didn't just generate it from my mind. Some part of it I just brainstormed using ChatGPT. So once you've generated all these things, you have your video together. The next important part is the editing. That's what makes the difference. So you take it to a video editor of your choice and put it all together to get this video here.
I got the offer today. Another city, bigger future.
That's amazing. I'm really happy for you.
I'm going to miss you, Maya.
Then don't go. Stay with me. Choose me, please.
I'm sorry, love. My decision is final.
This is so much fun!
I love dancing with you.
I love you.
I love you too.
No, good job.
Silence draws us closer still.
I'll leave the link to Keoo AI in the description of this video. Sign up and start creating. That's the tool I use for all my AI projects, and you can see here that the lowest plan is $25 per month, but you should go with the premier plan, which is $100 per month. It's going to give you access to all the tools and more credits to work on your projects. If you want me to train you directly, just join my school community, and I'll leave the link in the description of this video. Also, if you haven't still subscribed to this channel, subscribe. I have a lot of helpful videos here for you. So subscribe, like, and share this video to someone that you love. watch this video next.